Today, we are talking about the burden of potential. A gift can be good, but it can also negatively affect your child's development and well-being. Of recent, I've been talking about helping your children discover their gift from an early age and how we can support and, mentor their gifts. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how a gift can negatively affect their development and well-being, and what we can do as parents, as caregivers, as teachers to support these children so that their gift doesn't become a burden. Okay? Hi, this is Miss Viola, a child development specialist with over 6 years of experience in mental health. I talk about child development, mental health, and parenting, and help people understand how the childhood experiences affect our adulthood life. Okay? As I always say, childhood does not stay in childhood. It follows us into adulthood. So if you ever wondered why people act a certain way, why some people feel lost, anxious, and not knowing who they are, then join the family. So, how does a gift become a burden? How does potential become a burden? When I talk of a child being gifted, it may be in skills, football, basketball, music, presentation, but it can also be academics. A genius in class. You've heard of mathematics geniuses. They are so good, they are always on the top. Okay? So, when children are gifted and they know, you have already helped them discover their gift. They know I'm the best here, they have been mentored, they have been supported, and they are now a star at an early age. This can also become dangerous to them. Okay? This child who is gifted may know herself or himself as the football star, basketball star, or a math genius. Their identity is around being a star. I'm a genius, I'm a math genius, I'm always the best, I always win, I'm a football star. You get? They may look in the mirror and only see the potential, the talent. How does this become dangerous? In situations where they are no longer the best, or if someone was the best footballer and they get an injury, or they lose interest, they experience severe existential crisis because they don't know who they are. They cannot identify with the person they are without the gift. I don't know if that makes sense. If they are no longer the best, if they have identified themselves as the best, and that thing is taken away. If it's football, this person gets an injury. They face something called existential crisis. They cannot describe, they don't know who they are without the potential, without the gift. Children who shine too early can also face something called social disconnect and envy. They are looked at as celebs. There is a lot of jealousy. They are no normal friends. Even the friends that may be friends, they may not be genuine. You get? So it becomes hard for them to have genuine friends. They face a lot of criticism too early. If they are unable to handle it, it can break them. I'm going to give an example of children that we saw. They are now adults, but as children they were stars already. One is Sheila Gashumba, another one is Baby Gloria. They discovered their gifts as early as possible. They were still babies. These kids were already shining. They were stars. Sheila Gashumba was already presenting on TV. Baby Gloria was already a singer. So if a child becomes their gift comes out when they are that young, they may face social disconnect and envy. The people they get around them, they may not be true. They face criticisms early. You've heard of stories. I'm sure there's a lot of stories that have been said about them that may not even be true, because they are a star and all eyes, the society, the community, that are all watching them. So any mistake they do, they point finger. So if these children are not prepared, it can actually break them. Okay? Yeah, it can break them. So if they don't have a supportive family or a supportive network, this can literally destroy them, and a gift becomes a curse. You've heard people saying a gift can be a curse. Okay? Just like they say a blessing can be a curse if you don't know how to handle a blessing. Yeah? So We want our children to know their gifts early, to shine early. By the time they turn 18, they already know who they are. They are already earning. They are already, they are not just starting to discover who they are after 18. That's a lot of struggle. That is my aim on this channel, to support children so that they discover who they are, and they do what they are meant to be, because every child has a purpose. God created each one with a purpose, with strength and weaknesses. If your strength is in speaking, if your strength is in presentation, if your strength is in math, if your strength is in football, if your strength is in leadership, then as caregivers, as teachers, as parents, we need to know and support these children so that they shine in that area. Okay? Like I said, childhood does not stay in childhood. The childhood experiences will affect how their adult life will be. The other thing that they may face, especially academic geniuses, those who are so good in class, they are always getting 99. One thing that they may face is boredom. I remember while we were studying, we had a certain boy. This boy was a genius. This boy never used to read. He used to challenge teachers before they bring up a topic in class. Before a teacher would bring up a topic in class, this guy already knew how to do it. Math, chemistry, those tough subjects, he knew. He would answer questions before they ask. He was a genius, but I remember during preps, this guy would be playing around. He would be making fun, throwing jokes, and everyone is laughing. In the end, he has an A. He is the best, and people would wonder, when does he read? So the standard school curriculum becomes too slow for them. They are ahead. They cannot reason with the other slow child who wants their teacher to explain and explain and explain for them to understand. So yeah, they also struggle with that. And if it's not help, if they are not helped, they can become rebellious. They can become a problem to the society or to the school. So our next part is how to support these children, how to support gifted children. Number one, you must separate who they are from what they can do. Number two, it is very important to praise the character, not the talent. You might praise the talent. You're a star, you're a genius, you are the best, you always win, no one beats you here, and that is what they are going to put in their heads. So when things get tough, when that is not the case anymore, what happens to them? They will be shattered. Their world will be shattered. Okay? So we need to praise the character, not the talent. You praise the hard work. You praise what they have done to reach there. They will always remember that. Because when a child is good at something, in most cases, they don't even put in an effort. Because it's so easy. It comes easy to them. You get it? But when you praise the effort, they know to achieve this, there is something that I have to do. Okay? You can say, I love the hard work that you put in to reach this goal. I've seen you waking up every night, reading hard, revising, writing notes, going into discussions to make sure that you achieve this. You really deserved it. Do you know what is being registered in their mind? This is what the process I go through to achieve whatever that I have to achieve in life. Parents, we've now learned that praise will help our children do better, and we end up praising the talent or the result, which is dangerous. Actually, very, very dangerous. Okay? It is very dangerous. We need to praise the effort. I love the way that you've prepared for that football. Pick the things that they did, whatever they did towards that, the character, the behavior, because this will build a character. It will build their behavior. They know that to reach somewhere, I have to wake up early, I have to prepare for it, and I have to work hard towards it. So when things get tough, they are ready to face it. Number three, encourage them to explore other hobbies that they are not good at. When they are always the best everywhere, that becomes their identity. So what happens when they are no longer the best? What happens to the best basketballer or footballer if they are no longer the best footballers? What happens if age catches up with them? There are people who get into their 30s and I mean, anything can happen at any point, but their whole life has been basketball. It has been football, and I'm a star. I don't, relate with other things. I don't relate with other things. I'm not interested in other things. No, introduce them earlier. Introduce them earlier into other hobbies where they are not the best, so that they get to know that actually failing is part of life. Introduce them to new hopes and challenges. Okay, if not supported through these challenges, children will become perfectionists. They will fear failure. They will have a lot of anxiety, especially when they get into situations where they are not the best. If this football star gets an injury and comes home, this will bring a serious toll on their mental health, and it's very, very hard to come out of it. So if they never tried other things, if they don't see themselves in any other kind of thing that has been their identity, it will really, really break them. My next point is teaching accountability and humility. Do not let them get away with indiscipline just because they are a star. Because your child is good, they have been the best in class. When they do something bad, you're like you favor them against other children. That is not okay. When they have bad behaviors, when they are lazy, when they are rude to others, they don't have to get away with it. Adult society will not tolerate entitlement. The next point, you need to build an identity outside the gift. This is related to them trying other hobbies, but it's a bit different. How do you do this? Regularly sit with these children and discuss future paths that have nothing to do with their talent. Ask questions like, if you couldn't do this, if you could not do this, what else can you do? What kind of business or work would you see yourself doing? Or what other thing, apart from this that you're good at, would interest you? So when you start such discussions, it actually opens their mind. This is like a computer. What you put in, it is kept here. The things they hear, they keep it here. It is kept here. So when you start having such discussions from an early age, their minds are open. They know, okay, maybe interest can change, maybe anything can happen and I'm not in this field. You get, so that if something happened, unexpected thing happened, they have other alternatives in their mind, or they have been trying other options, or learning a new skill, not just focusing on one skill. Yeah, if you have enjoyed today's video, let me see a like, add a comment in the comment section what you think can be done or added to some of these things that I've shared that can help children, who are gifted to be ready to face the world, to be able to go through every challenge that comes their way, to be able to shine regardless of what comes their way. Okay? Apart from that, thank you for watching my videos, and I hope they are speaking to you, parents, guardians, teachers. Make sure you follow me, hit that subscribe button and follow me, leave comments, share with other parents so that they learn something.